Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Dan, Max.
Hey Dan, how you going?
Good, mate. Nice to meet you.
You too, Max. You commentating tonight?
With you, yes, mate.
Yep, beautiful.
Now, you started because you were first. Just, you're the main man, so.
Footscray. Yeah. Yeah. Used to be over here.
You one of the brothers?
It's on Lou, yeah.
Youngest one?
I'm the second oldest. He was the eldest.
How many of you are there?
4.
4 boys?
Yeah. And Leo.
Yeah.
And then Alex, the youngest.
And who's coaching it?
Dale McDonald.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do you want me to test it? All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the NPL Victoria Round 16 clash between Heidelberg United and Dandenong Thunder at Olympic Village. It's the first game of the round in this standalone Friday night NPL Victoria encounter. And what a game we've got here. The last time these two teams met, it was Heidelberg winning 2-0 at George Andrews Reserve. And yes, looking forward to this one. We've got two teams and a couple of changes to the sides which we'll go through. Dandenong Thunder notably have a big out, so we will go through that one. It's Wade Decker who scored 5 goals this season, the most out of any Dandenong Thunder player, and he's on international duty, so they'll be without him tonight, the Thunder. But yeah, there's some others, the likes of Birkin Kurdo, who's been good this season. The captain, Ali Soumani, has been good as well for the Thunder, and they've been good on the road this year. And to welcome into the commentary today, alongside myself, Max Hetzoglu, is Dan Lonigan. Dan, how are you going?
Going well, Max. I'm with Cricket Royalty, of course. One of the many Hetzoglu brothers who are stars at Premier Cricket. Of course, your brother Peter's played a lot of cricket at a higher level as well. So it's a great pleasure to be with you tonight. And the fact that you play with my team, Footscray, makes it even more special for me. No, but looking forward to this tonight. Heidelberg, 14 unbeaten runs, came to an end last week. One of the better teams in the comp. Mind you, they're 4th, so they're going all right. But they've had a lot of draws too. So when I say they're going all right, I reckon they're just going all right, the Burgers. Oakley beat them last week 3-0. The Thunder have been ordinary in their inability to score. They had a 6-week patch where they conceded 21 goals. They've only had 1 clean sheet so far this year. They've had 7 games where they haven't scored, so that's been a real issue for them. But they did have a win last week to get back on track. So winning form is good form, and Heidelberg losing last week. But you'd still back Heidelberg to win here tonight.
There you go, good words. And getting us underway is Adam Bakov, and he's going to blow the whistle, and it's Heidelberg on the front foot already. And as you say, you mentioned Thunder and their scoring woes perhaps this season. They've scored the least goals out of any team this season with 15. So the worst attack playing against the second best defence, the Burgers. They've only conceded 13 goals this season. That's the equal second least amount of goals conceded. So we'll see how the game plays out as we see a throw in, and it's going to go the way of the Thunder, who have been good on the road this season. The Thunder, it's fair to say their record at home is better than it is on their home ground. So we never know. We never know. So this one, an opportunity early. I'm going to play it out wide. That one's flown out, though. So it's pretty good conditions out there, isn't it, Dan?
Well, it is. It's cold, Max, but we're almost at winter, aren't we? But it's clear. When it's clear, you know it's going to be pretty brisk. But the conditions are okay as Heidelberg bring it back to Souza, the goalkeeper. And now they have it out wide on the outer side. Back to Souza again, looking to defend stoutly. And they do now. Out to the broadcast side of the ground, turned over by Thunder. And now they look to build once more. Solinovsky was trying to get his way through and couldn't there for Thunder. Out on the left-hand side to the grandstand on the outer side, or the northland side of the ground. Back now to Souza. Has had a bit of work to do early days. 0-0 in the opening couple of minutes in this streamed match. Important Premier League fixture as we start round 16. Teams starting to play each other for a second time. Earlier in the year we saw Heidelberg beat the Thunder. And they work the ball through Ali. And then it goes over the sideline and it'll be Thunder's possession through Ismaili.
And Pierce Clark there yelling out down the line. So they obviously want to maintain this territory that they've managed to gain here, the Thunder. That's a nice ball. It took a while for him to throw it in, was Ismaili. I think he's on the ball there. He wins it for his team. So good start perhaps here for the Thunder. That's a nice ball in from the number 12. It's Kadar. And now they're going to work it through the back. So perhaps the home side here, Heidelberg, they've picked up 1 point from their last 2 games. So in probably their worst form that they've been in all season. So this is a big game for them. No foul the call there. Perhaps was a foul, and that one is one. Here's a chance for the visitors. Working it forward. That's a nice ball out to the side. A shot just goes over. Nice positive start there for the Thunder here at Olympic Village.
Yes, they were very good then, the way they just burst their way through. I liked the refereeing. Didn't give one that might have been there in the attacking half for Heidelberg. The player was brought down, and same sort of action inside the Thunder's attacking half, and he didn't call it. And we talk about AFL footy with the interpretation there. The interpretation absolutely spot on from the ref as Souza with a goal kick back into play. It's headed down again. Thunder back in possession for Tarshik, who was very good the last time I saw Heidelberg play, which was against the bottom side Moreland City, and they just won 3-2, but he held them together for a large portion of the night. Thunder another opportunity out on the left-hand side. Little ball towards the top of the 18-yard area. Heidelberg, though, looking to clear. Ali does well. Gets it out now. Looking to clear from their defensive half, but not able to at the moment. Now they do, but again, Thunder with good defence right on halfway. They put it over the sideline, and it remains 0-0 inside the first 5 minutes.
Undefeated at home this season, the Warriors. They've got a 4-2 record and 0 losses, so they've been good on this ground, the team in yellow. So far, though, got to say, Thunder's come out firing. That's nice work there from the number 17. It's Pin, who is one of the danger plays. That one's worked out to the far side. Nice ball in towards the box, and they're going to win their first corner here. Well done for the Warriors, and a nice crowd to give him a little clap there. But I'll speak of Pin. He scored the most goals this season for the Warriors. Joshua Pin, 7 goals for him. Second most, I should say, behind the captain, Kane Shepherd. So plenty of goals this season for the Warriors, and good variety of goal scorers, you must say.
And did you know too, Max, just a bit of miscellaneous information, when he was playing overseas in France, his partner, they're from far north Queensland, as a dancer, she was at the prestigious Moulin Rouge Ballet Company. Just a bit of miscellaneous information. You would have been able to sleep without that, Max, I'm sure.
Are you talking about Pin there or Shepherd?
Pin.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good research there, I must say, Dan.
Well, I'm not going to say it's rubbish research, because full credit to her for going to a prestigious ballet school like that. I do know that it is a prestigious ballet school. My daughter has told me that, but I mean, is it information that is needed? Oh, well, I like to just throw things in that are a bit miscellaneous, Max.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when there's a lack of shots in this game, which has probably been the case in the opening 5 or so minutes here. So a bit of pressure on early for the Thunder here now. Chance for the Warriors now. Options in the middle. He's going to cross it in. Does it find? No, can't get into towards a Warriors player. Another chance to whip it in here. Plays it out. That's a dangerous ball in. Nicely defended here, the Thunder. Good composure by them.
Yes, Mehmeti doing a good job there with his defensive headers right on the edge of the 18-yard area. A player was nudged, and it will be a Thunder ball inside their defensive half. Now, not too sure about whether that was actually there. Long ball comes out from Ismaili again for the Thunder, right on the attacking half. It's headed down again. Might have been some handball there for Tarshik. Certainly thought it was some handball. He's put his hand up like he's hailing a cab, the big centre-back for the Heidelberg team, and I think the ref has agreed. So it will be a Heidelberg ball right on halfway. In fact, just slightly in their defensive half. And as I said, for Tarshik, a big figure as he shares it across the goal face. Ali has it now, right in front of our commentary position. They're at halfway. Arriving on the ball now is Olsen. Goes back. We've got it defensively. Collins for Tarshik. Out to the left-hand side. Under some pressure here, Heidelberg. Again, Thunder doing well to push up and ensure that there's a lot of this passing across the face, which Moreland City did so well a few weeks ago. It was for a long time. We saw Collins and Tarshik just passing across their defensive half, and they couldn't get out of there. But they might on this occasion. Player might have been brought down. Did well to get a little ball out wide, Fella. Now they've got it. right on the attacking half. Ball comes inside for Pin. Too much on it for him. And they share it at the back now, the Thunder. Number of players involved. And working very, very hard to get back Mehmeti. And also Ismaili. And now Heidelberg still in possession as Olsen gets the ball out on the right-hand side, Max.
Yep, well, the ball whipped in now. That's a dangerous one. Here's a chance early. What a save there from Clark. Brilliant work from the Thunder goalkeeper to keep it 0-0. That was a highlight.
Well, what was so good about that too was it was almost like he just stuck the hand out hoping, and he just made it look simple, didn't he, to sort of flick it over the crossbar. And it was a nonchalant sort of piece of goalkeeping, like, well, he knew it was there, and he did it without a lot of movement, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, there's scenes here about the ball getting back to the goalkeeper. The home fans aren't happy at all. There's a few locals that are not happy at all that that ball hasn't come back into play. But you're right there, Dan. It was a brilliant piece of goalkeeping to get us underway here. The first shot on target, that one was. I believe it might have been Fowler or Pin with the shot. So now, chance here. I'll tell you what, the Thunder defence, they'll put under the pump for a stretch of a few games. They conceded 18 goals in 5 games between round 9 and 13.
Yeah.
And scored just 3 in that time, and before they picked up 4 points from their last 2 games. So 18 goals in 5 weeks is a tough run for the defence of the Thunder. See if they can sort of fix that.
There was an 8-0 result in there as well against them.
Yeah, correct. Well, here we are now with balls with Olsen, I believe. Nice ball in towards the box. Just can't get control of it. That was Shepherd falling to the ground. Kane Shepherd, look out for him. 8 goals this season for the captain.
Well, he's one of their key players, of course, originally from England. Good to see so many players from overseas come here and ply their trade.
Played in the A-League as well.
He
Shepherd
did?
For Newcastle. Don't know if he played for other clubs, but I know Newcastle certainly was one of them.
And Adrian Zara, he'll come on as he often does when the speed of the game's off, whether it be at half-time as he did against Moreland City. He's played at a number of clubs in the A-League, Adelaide United, Melbourne Heart and Perth Glory. Edwards down the line, left-hand side for Thunder, who might have a chance to win it at ground level. They do. Romanovsky's a 17-year-old who's come to Thunder this year, does well, brings it back, and they'll look to build again from the back. And they can now through Mehmeti, down on the right-hand side. Through ball now. Thunder have looked pretty good. They get around a couple of opponents. They try and square it up again. Heidelberg get their numbers back to help Suzar out. Long ball, which on that occasion was as low percentage as you're ever likely to get when you're tucked in the right-hand corner and you're still some 15 to 20 metres away from the penalty area. Don't know what he was trying to do there. There was nothing on offer. He maybe could have tried a bit of a cross to see if someone could run onto it on the left-hand side and wasn't able to.
Yeah, well, the only excuse that he can use there for that shot, Birkin Kadar, is the fact that he scored 4 goals this season, the most out of anyone on the field today. But yeah, quite an interesting attempt from that far out. So Warriors now going to try and play it short, work it out. They didn't score last week, the Warriors. Went down 3-0 to Oakley. And they've turned it over there, so a chance here for Thunder. We're going to win the throw-in there.
Well played, Solomon. It's kicked into bodies, and now they have possession. Very close to, with a byline, sideline meet. Dixon goes back now to Ismaili, who's been good so far. They look to set up again. Through Burka. Back at halfway. Mehmeti. One of their defensive players just inside their defensive half. Good defensive work by Heidelberg. They get back and head it to Suzar. He's had a bit of work to do so far. But the best shot, of course, Heidelberg. 7 minutes gone. 0-0 at the moment. The defenders share with Suzar. Fatashik. Back to Suzar now. Good pressing up by the attacking efforts of the Thunder. And then it's cleared long by Heidelberg, but headed over the sideline by Ismaili of Thunder. And Heidelberg have possession inside the back half at the southern road end of the stadium. This is my neighbourhood, Max. I grew up in Eaglemont, not far away, so I know every piece of grass.
Yeah.
Darwin Creek just over there near Southern Road. So you call it the Dandenong Creek end if you like as well.
Yeah, the players might need it for the ice bath after
They
the
might.
game. Kate Shepherd, here he is on the ball, streaming forward. He's going to work it out to the far side. Now he's going to run in. Shepherd perhaps call for the ball. Oh, he's gone himself. Goal! No, just missed. It was pinned there, coming off his foot and rolling off target. That was a golden opportunity perhaps for Pinn, who has already scored a fair few times this season.
Well, the defence was a bit flat-footed. They were trying to get back to protect their goalkeeper, Clark, and they sort of were ball-watching a bit, thinking, now, what's he going to do here, Shepherd? And he got it to Pinn, and then the defenders got back, and now they're all crowded around the 18-yard, 6-yard box, Max.
Well, ball in there. Almost headed that one in. Just went over his head, the Heidelberg player in the box. Another ball in here. Rushed, and no one's ready. But chance now. Goal! Yes, he gets it! There he is! Beautiful goal, and Heidelberg lead 1-0 in this one.
Well, they needed that goal because the last time they played here, they conceded early and were chasing the game and found a way of winning, but a very important goal inside 10 minutes, Max, and a great goal from the left-hand side.
Certainly, and I believe it was Benjamin Collins with the beauty, the number 3, the big man for the Burgers, and scoring superbly there for his 3rd goal of the season. So, took his opportunity and nailed it.
Well, Thunder again just not able to stop the opposition from scoring.
Collins.
Number 3, Ben Collins. Yeah. So they go forward again, Heidelberg. And Clark now will get the ball at his feet, just outside the 6-yard area. He drives it long. Can they keep it alive on the outer side? Again, good work by Feller. He brings it in, but the defence of Thunder good. Heidelberg overrun it. Now Thunder on the counter-attack through the middle of the pitch here at Olympic Village. Ball down on the left-hand side. Dixon has it now. 2 opponents around him for Thunder. Goes back now to Ismaili. Goes halfway back to Dixon. Gets shoved off it. Good defence by Heidelberg. They turn it over. Now they've got a chance through the middle of the pitch. Play goes down, unfortunately, for the Burgers. Fortunately for Thunder, and they might try and win possession. Again, though, Heidelberg get it back, and they'll start again through for Tajik. Tajik was looking for Collins, who said, go a bit further to Souza, and we'll set up again just outside the 18-yard area.
So here we go now. The Warriors got the early advantage in this one. Coming off their first loss of the season, and they've bounced back positively here. Big occasion for them. They hadn't lost in 17 consecutive games in all competitions, the Warriors, and that ended last week with a 3-0 loss to 3rd place Oakley at Jack Edwards Reserve. So nice positive start here for John Anastasidis players as they try and defend this one now. So early goal for Collins. A bit unlikely perhaps. He's usually deep in defence. As this game sort of settles a little bit. Nice work there. Running through the middle was the number 12, Kadar. Now on the ball is Ismaili.
He's been good so far, Max.
Yeah, he has. He's been busy. Nice ball there. Dangerous. Here's a chance for the Thunder now. They've been positive, Thunder. They're coming off a good season last year. Just missed out on making finals. They finished strongly. They finished one spot behind, in front of the Warriors last season, the Thunder, as they try and just work this one through the middle. Unfortunately, this season hasn't quite been as good as the Warriors, but they've had a few positives to work with, the Thunder. It's 4th v 11th today.
And I'm not thinking that Heidelberg have been that good. Look, I know they haven't lost bar one game, but they've come from behind in a few games and managed to pinch a draw, which is important for them.
Yeah.
1 point is better than no points, but is that form as good as it looks in 4th position? I wouldn't have thought so. It's Fatashik has to clear it, but again, every player bar one outside the goalkeeper are inside the attacking half of the Thunder, who are getting a fair look in the attacking half of the pitch for them at the Darabin Creek end of the ground, or Southern Road end of the ground. And a lot of players try and get boot the ball and keep it alive in front of the dugout. And eventually it's going to be Heidelberg's ball. Thunder touching it last. They go back again through Fatashik to Souza, back to Fatashik. They're boxed in a bit though, Heidelberg, as again Thunder pressing up nicely around that left-hand side. Ball goes through, cleared at the back again by Edwards of Thunder. Quick ball by Heidelberg now to Olsen, who cuts inside. He stops and props. He's looking to see what's around. Dixon keeping him honest. Goes for a little pass at close quarters to Fella. Fella gets it now in the direction of Shepherd, who gets a little boot to ball, but cleared at the back again by Clark, who I thought he might have pulled up lane then, Clark, and he's turned it over horrendously inside the attacking half for Olsen of Heidelberg to throw back.
And I'll tell you what, Olsen there, he had the ball, he stopped and propped, as you said, Dan. But not a lot of fluency in that attack there for Heidelberg. Even Shepherd tried to stop and be a little bit tricky with his play, and they weren't able to penetrate at all.
But they lead 1-0, so they've made a good start here.
So just working it out here is Mehmedi. Dangerous ball, turns it over. Heidelberg back with it. No foul the call there, so here's a chance now for the Thunder. He's got options left and right. He goes left. Chance. No, well defended there. And it's going to go for a goal kick the way of Heidelberg. So a bit of a sigh of relief there. Perhaps they might have thought it was a foul in the middle of the ground, but referee Adam Bavkar said play on, and they had a chance, but missed out.
3 or 4 I've seen, yes. There was one that was, I thought, a bit softer than the other 3 that was given. So again, it's all about interpretation. I mean, the refs know the game like the back of their hand a lot, and you know the game better than I do, but it's all about interpretation.
Well,
I would have thought.
Yeah, well, Adam Lavkar, spoke to him pre-game. 150 plus games he's adjudicated at this level.
He knows what he's doing, and at the end of the day, he's given the decision. But just watching the game with the naked eye, I would have thought the one that was given was softer, for want of a better expression, than the other 3 that haven't been given. Yeah.
Well, my first take on that one was foul.
Right.
And I was a bit surprised to see it get called play on.
But the other 2 that were similar to it weren't called.
Yeah.
So I'm okay, weren't called. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Chance now. Can this bounce the right way for Heidelberg? No, it can't. And it actually skids on a bit. Perhaps. Do you think there's dew out there, Dan?
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about that.
You're a local here, so you know better than anyone.
I live in Williamstown now, but I spend a lot of my time here. You know, there is. But conditions are pretty good as Thunder go forward again. They're certainly at the better of the contest, but they're 1-0 down. So at the end of the day, you can have the better of a contest in the world game. And if you're behind on the scoreboard, unfortunately, it doesn't mean a lot. As is Marley, as they switch from one side to the other. Down to Dixon on the left-hand side. 2 opponents around him. Does well to work it out wide. Arley got beaten on that occasion. Good play by Ismaili. Back to Dixon again. Looking for a way through to the 18-yard area. Back now to Ismaili at the top of the 6-yard box, but footed away by the solid Heidelberg defence, and they sail it over the sideline. And back into play again by Dixon. Dixon has to go back now to go forward. And they will now with Mehmedi.
Ben Giba, I liked his one touch just earlier.
Yes.
That was very nice.
And Mehmedi, of course, working hard here with Aiden Edwards right on halfway for Thunder, who trail 1-0 and we're almost halfway into the first half.
Well, the Thunder now, what can they do? They've had a good record away from home this season. It's 2-3-3. So no team has had more draws than Heidelberg, the team that's leading at the moment this season. No team has had more draws than them. So if there was ever a day, it's today for the Thunder to try and fight one back here, make it 1-1. With the ball here is the Warriors. It's a dangerous ball. It's going to find the feet of Pin. Handball, not called.
Ooh.
I thought it was a handball, but perhaps the referee was blinded a little bit there. Nice work there. So here's a chance now. They're working it forward, just can't get it through. Perhaps a bit of rain falling, I've just noticed out there. So
mizzling rain. As the great Jim Maxwell, talking of cricket, your sport, one of the great cricket commentators of all time, would call it mizzling rain, which we see a lot of in England.
Yeah. So the
Max.
players aren't coming off for this one in a cricket match?
No, well, they wouldn't come on. If you weren't on those, you would know, and you'd be
Yeah.
as frustrated about that as I would be.
Well, we're talking football here, and they're certainly not
Yes.
coming off, but that rain is getting heavier
It
now.
is. It is.
The only Friday night game happening at the moment in the NPL men's competition. Here's a chance now. Kane Shepherd on the ball. Plays it out, can't get it to go through, and a chance now for Thunder. They've been threatening here on transition, the Thunder today. Working that one out to the far side. Two options forward here for Thunder. That one's played. Oh, he had a chance if he ran forward. Unfortunately, cut through and wasn't able to get at the end of that one.
I reckon for Tarshik, he either was foxing or he completely missed that one. We might give him the benefit of the doubt. Played his straight at South Melbourne for a while, larged in for Tarshik as they bring it out to the left-hand side. Back to Tarshik again as good pressing by Thunder. Will keep it inside their attacking half. Now they look to build once more. Nicolaitis into the middle of the park. And a chance now for Shepherd. Shepherd's getting it to Olsen. Olsen shoots, but it's along the carver. Didn't have enough power in the shot. And it's taken comfortably inside the 6-yard box. He was praying, and he was on his knees then as he comfortably took it in the breadbasket, the goalkeeper Clark. 1-0 in favour of Heidelberg. We've played nearly 24 minutes in the opening half.
Yeah, and I tell you what, no one there was thinking that ball was going to safely fall into the hands of Clark, because that rain has started to get a lot heavier, slippier conditions right now, and he would have made sure he got that one nicely, Clark, and he did.
Would you go off if you're playing cricket now?
I think so. But it's died down slightly, but the rain continues to fall, so here we go, the Thunder. What can they produce here? They haven't been able to score this season. They've struggled. No team has scored less goals than them this year. Nice ball there forward. That's a foul, is it? Knows the call. So referee keeping the whistle
I'm happy
in
with
his
that.
hand today. Perhaps there maybe a foul, maybe not. There's been a lot of close calls today for referee Adam Bavka, and that one's played through, and it's going to go into the hands of Clark. So this game settling in here. We're no doubt well and truly into this one, and it's been a fairly even contest. Heidelberg probably the better team. They had that real sharp chance, and then they made it 1-0 after that through a ball into the box, and it was Collins who nailed a nice shot from about 20 metres out. So that one's gone out. It's going to be a Thunder throw-in.
So they're certainly getting a lot of looks inside their attacking half, Thunder, at the moment. But Heidelberg have looked more dangerous when they've gone forward, hence their goal through Collins. And they share it now, Thunder. Right on halfway, they're going back to go forward. Mehmeti, Dixon, Ali is with him, and a turnover. Great play, fella. They look to try and see if they can set something up here, Heidelberg. Shepherd was involved. They went back for Tarshik out to the left-hand side. Back now to Souza because Thunder have players right with him and he doesn't want to turn it over. They want to see if they can set something up here. Still inside the defensive half as far as Heidelberg are concerned at the Darwin Creek end here. Heidelberg home game and Collins now sharing it. Ali is very wide if he wants to go there. In front of our commentary position in the grandstand here. Now down the left-hand side, through ball, but good defence by Thunder. They get in front of the Heidelberg player who was pushing forward, trying to set something up, allowing Clark to get hold of it for the goal kick. 1-0 in favour of Heidelberg.
Yep, and Clark's been busy the last 15 minutes of this encounter, and thanks to everyone tuning in wherever you're watching from. It's good to see that there's a lot of people tuning in from the football community here in Victoria and perhaps outside Victoria as well. Let's see how this game can play out for half-time here. It's a beautiful evening. A little bit chilly, a little bit wet, but before the game it was nice and dry. That one's turned over. Thunder charging forward here. Nice ball out. They're working it left and left. Here's the number 14. He's going to have a shot, and that's wide. So Dixon there, unable to get that one to curl enough. He was going for a shot. And it's perhaps Thunder's third or fourth shot of the night.
They need some corner kicks. They're not really getting them, are they? They're not getting a player in a dangerous position when they curl one in to put pressure on the defence to force a corner kick for Thunder so far. Just goal kicks. Souza drives it long to nearly halfway. Headed away, Mehmeti, but defensively arriving late, putting it down the left-hand side. Was Ismaili, who's been good so far, and eventually cleaned up inside the 18-yard area. He footed it to his own advantage so he could pick it up and then throw it at close quarters. Souza, long ball to Fella, had it headed away. Push forward again, Rosnowski did well, the 17-year-old. Offside though. Just when it looked like Thunder were pressing inside the 18-yard area and dangerously. As we're nearly in the 29th minute here, and it's Heidelberg, an early goal from Ben Collins. Heidelberg United 1, Dandenong Thunder 0. And a player down for the Burgers inside their attacking half.
So, John Anastasiades, he told Heidelberg media writer John Fatinos after their loss to Oakley, He said, the coach of Heidelberg said, to be fair, we lacked our usual aggression from the start, and to Oakley's credit, they looked to have more intent than us throughout the park. So they lacked their usual aggression from the start, Heidelberg, last week, and that's what he's asked for. It would have been a focus today, there's no doubt about it, for Heidelberg to have that aggression when they start the game. And to be fair, it's probably been that aggression that we have seen today. So good on Heidelberg for bouncing back from that 3-0 loss to Oakley last week. Still got a lot of work to do. They had a draw the previous week to Altona Magic. So they've been a little bit out of form. Before that, they'd won plenty of games.
And I didn't think they were very impressive against the bottom side Moreland, who've been very unlucky.
And they
scored late, 3-2. Scored late.
Scraped away with the win.
They were 2-1 down for a large portion of that, or 1-0 down for a large portion as well. And they were chasing the game all night, but found a way. Moreland have won a couple of games since then, which is great because they deserve it. And still on the bottom, but they just didn't know how to close games out, Moreland, at that stage.
I must say, Heidelberg, they have been good against top teams this season. They drew 1-1 to first place South Melbourne, and to second place Avondale, they also drew. And it was 0-0 in that one. So they've shown signs, but they've also been a little bit inconsistent, and teams like Moreland, they haven't really put them away.
So do you think South Melbourne, as we're getting ready for a free kick here, that South Melbourne and Avondale are clearly the teams to beat at the moment?
Yeah, I think so. They've shown a lot of good signs as that ball goes in. Chance for Thunder. Just scrambles out to the side. So nice work from Thunder there from the set piece. That's a beautiful through ball. Here's a ball in from Dixon. Nice dangerous delivery towards the front post. The ball's still alive here. Bit of confusion, but it ends up in the hands of Souza. Well done. Heidelberg survived that one. Yeah, to your question, you never know in NPL Victoria. No. You never know. That's what I'd say. Yeah, Heidelberg have shown that they can compete with them, and there's Oakley as well, who's also having a good season. Well,
they beat Heidelberg 3-0 last week, as you mentioned, Max. Nicolaitis combining with Collins, who helped save the day there from that free kick, which almost got the result for Thunder. Quick ball comes in from Shepherd. Didn't quite find the target. Nicolaitis out in his own on the left-hand side for Heidelberg. Through ball now. Fella working hard here. Those little legs pumping. Couple of opponents around him, shoving them off the contest. And it's shoved over the sideline.
No, almost. That was another ball. They played footy out the side.
Yeah, well, I thought it actually went over the sideline. But
so did I.
Now it's still in play. Thanks, Max. Your eyes are better than my old eyes.
I don't know about that.
Thunder have the ball inside the 18-yard area. They look to play it out, and they will now for the time being. They work hard through the middle of the park. Ball comes out towards Dixon, who tried to hack it out of mid-air, but coming across his bows. Good play defensively, Ali, who Goes back to the goalkeeper, Souza. That was good play. Now to Collins, back to Ali. The Heidelberg defence very solid again, as Max has mentioned. Ali pushes away from Dixon. Good through ball. Now down towards the solidly built Pin. Pin with that very solid running style. Goes back now to Ali, who's still going on the edge of the 18-yard area. Good through ball by Heidelberg again, but headed away by Thunder at the bootlaces of Fella. Fella goes back to Ali, and Thunder put it over the sideline inside the attacking half. Good defensive work by Edwards.
Yeah, brilliant work from Ali for Heidelberg. And I will mention Sevdin Ismaili in defence for Thunder there, stopping a through ball that was in the previous play. Nice work from those two. And here's a chance now for Thunder. Can't get control of it, and it's going to fall into the feet of the team in yellow. It's the home team Warriors. Nice ball again. Oh, it's offside. He slipped over. It was in the yellow boots. Slipped over there.
That was marginal, I thought, Max.
Yeah,
but there.
Offside. And anyway, he wouldn't have ran onto it because he's on the ground. But yeah, unfortunate there for Olsen, that was. Thunder just showing some signs. Really nice forward play, I must say, from Warriors in the last 2 or so minutes. It's a nice ball there. Can't get it to go through. Yes, they can. Thunder with the golden opportunity. Shoot, blocked. Another chance. What was that? It wasn't a good shot, and it's going to go out for a throw-in to the Warriors. It's
Great save.
Goal kick.
Great save by Souza, because for Tarshik, I thought earlier he might have been foxing, letting one go, or did he miss kick? On that occasion, there's no doubt he had a missed kick. He had a fresh area, as the late great Lou Richards would say when he used to commentate the footy many years ago. If a player missed it, and Fatashik definitely missed it, allowing his opponent to swoop on it, and a great save by Souza, and then he got another chance at it, the Thunder forward, and he was just off balance and couldn't do much with it, unfortunately, for him and his team.
It was a good block.
Bad defensive error by Heidelberg.
So now they can't get it out, Warriors. It's going to go into the feet of Thunder. That's a poor delivery, just missing to the far side there.
And it was Suleiman, the player that had a chance there, had two chances. Of course, kicked into the body of Souza, who'd come across to the right-hand post to protect it, and then got another chance at it, but the left foot shot, he was off balance.
Yeah.
The captain of the team for Thunder.
Yeah, he's Soleimani. He's been good this season, the captain. He scored last week for him, for the Thunder. Coming off a win, the Thunder, I believe they
2-1 last week.
Yeah, 2-1 to Mannington United. They won at home. Wade Decker and Ali Soleimani scoring. Wade Decker, we're not seeing him tonight. He's been good this season. 5 goals for Thunder. He's on international duty, however, so they're missing goal-scoring prowess up front. Let's see now how they can work it out. So bring the front third for Thunder this season where they've struggled. And it continues there. Now a chance for Heidelberg here. That's a poor delivery.
Terrible.
It's been up and down this game. They're going to have a ping. He does. Just over the bar. Couldn't get it to drop. So Thunder pushing forward in the last 5 or so minutes, unable to find the equaliser.
Yeah, Mehmeti has been really good too. Another solid defender who just charged forward on the left and just had too much elevation on the shot. But some pressure for Souza and Heidelberg at the moment. Their defence a little bit betwixt and between and a bit disorganised. So it's 1-0 and we are into the 35th minute.
Right,
pass
Heidelberg
to Collins. He'll go long, looking for Nicolades. He had 2 opponents, though, come in and headed away. He was waiting for it maybe to spill out the back. And being the smallest of the 3 players involved in that exchange on the outer side, he thought maybe he could run onside inside the attacking half and set something up. But it didn't quite work out for him. But Heidelberg still have possession inside their defensive half. And their defenders seeing a lot of the ball at the moment down at the Darebin Creek end. 1-0. And we're inside the last 10 minutes of the first half in this round 16 fixture. The only game, as Max said, on tonight in the NPL. Heidelberg 4th on the ladder. Thunder 11th on the ladder. Collins and Souza share again. He goes out wide, looking to set something up. Fatashik's made a couple of errors. And then that There's another one as it doesn't hit a target going down the left-hand side with his pass. Thunder with possession just inside their attacking half.
So here they go, Heidelberg. A chance now on the far side. That's Olsen. He's going to run onto this one. He'll get to it. Players charging into the box here for Heidelberg. Olsen on the ball. He goes in and out, tries to dribble past. Nice ball in. And there it goes. It's going to be a corner. So well done there, Olsen. Managed to get the corner, and it was a few Heidelberg players streaming in there, and they managed to win their cross. So here we go. The last time there was a set piece like this, they managed to get a goal from it. It came off the back of a clearance from Thunder, and it was Collins getting the first goal in the 18th minute. Let's see what happens now. Ball in towards the back post. Nice work there from goalkeeper Pierce Clark. They're going to whip it back in. Coming to Olsen here on the right wing. Nice ball in towards the back post. Headed chance. This is where the last goal was scored. Another one. Handball. No. And it's a goal. Kate Shepherd makes it 2-0 Heidelberg. Brilliant work. And the crowd here at Olympic Village are going off.
Well, I'll tell you what, Max, this is the cruelest game in the world, the game of world football. That's why we love it so much. That's why, the Heidelberg supporters have wrapped their 2-0 up. But Dandenong Thunder, for mine, have been the better team by the length of the Flemington Straight near the horse racing term. Heidelberg have gone forward twice, 2 set pieces. Dandenong haven't been able to keep it out the Thunder, and Heidelberg are 2-0 up, and I'm trying to ask the question, why is that so?
Yeah, Dan, I like your points. I think it's been slightly closer than perhaps you're saying the Thunder's been ahead of this game, but I think Thunder, it's been quite an even contest. 2-0 certainly doesn't represent what we're seeing.
Oh, well,
I think Heidelberg deserves to be leading, but not.
Do you think so?
Just, yeah.
Fair enough. Well, sport opinions are like backsides, Max. That's why we've got one. So
your eyes are better than mine, so I trust you more than me.
Oh, no. Well, you've been around this game a lot more than I have. But I just reckon Thunder have been the better team.
They've had chances.
And Heidelberg are 2-0 up as they share it in their defensive half again through Fowler. He had a couple of opponents trying to push him off it, and his pass goes wide as he was searching for Nicolaitis on that outer side, on the Northland Shopping Centre side of this famous stadium here at Heidelberg, the home of the Warriors.
Remember that shot from, I believe it was pinned there to the top left corner. That could have been third goal perhaps.
Of course,
that was probably the best chance of the evening when you include the goals as well.
Good defence by Ali as Dixon tried to get it inside the attacking half. He headed it away. Dixon controls it at his feet again quite cleverly. Gets it down now. They look to clear through the outer side. Good defence at the back by Lessie of Thunder. Won by Heidelberg, but a late call by the ref just as they were starting to set something up again from the contest. They're off to the races.
So Kane Shepherd scoring the last goal for Heidelberg. It's his 9th goal of the season, so he's having a nice campaign. Kane Shepherd, the captain of Heidelberg, and I tell you what, he's been in form for the Burgers. There's no doubt about it. So that's offside, going the way of Heidelberg. They're going to perhaps try and make it 3-0 in this first half here on Friday night. This game got moved from Sunday to Friday. It's fair to mention that as well.
I got a late call to say you're free. From the great man Chris Gleeson, who does a great job to organise all the commentators.
He certainly does.
Yeah, he's a ripper, Chris, one of the great men. And he just said, would you be available?
Well, it's
why'd they move it?
Perhaps to maximise crowds. I'm not exactly
Why wouldn't
sure.
they have a Friday night game on if in the original part of the draw? Because they generally do, don't they? They have at least one, sometimes two. I've done a few Friday nights, and we've generally gone around the grounds, Max. So,
well, when it's like this, it's beautiful to watch. That one's going to go the way of Kadar. So Thunder winning the free kick there. When it's like this, why not have a Friday night game? It's beautiful. So, good. I think it's a good move if they've changed it from Sunday to Friday. I think more people would come out to a Friday night game. So Thunder now charging forward. What are they doing there? They're scrambling for the ball. Free kick going the way of Thunder.
Yes, they've got it in their defensive half. looking to go across the face. Beautiful red colours that they wear. Mehmeti, who's been good so far, very robust in defence. Sharing it with Alessi, back to Mehmeti, and now Dixon right on halfway. Dixon does well to get it through the legs of Olsen. Ali's been outstanding. He tries to control the ball, can't. It bobbles around in the middle of the pitch. Now it might be turned over for young Rosnovsky. As I say, the teenager who came to Thunder this year. Tall figure, does well to bring it down to ground. Might get it back now. Again, the defence of Heidelberg putting pressure on Thunder inside their attacking half. They try and control it. Now it's turned over to Shepherd, who's always dangerous when he's on the ball. Player will definitely be given a free kick for Heidelberg now. Put down in the middle of the park.
Foul against Mehmeti there.
Yes, it
Thought
was
it
a
might
little
have
bit
been a
dangerous,
yellow,
wasn't it?
Wasn't a yellow.
Definitely there, wasn't it?
Certainly.
So Heidelberg ball, just inside the defensive half. Batashik, Collins, Ali. Back to Collins again, an unlikely goal scorer earlier. Lovely back heel by Shepherd, but the defence is there at the back, getting on the right side to protect his goalkeeper was Alessi, and sends it out to the far side now for Thunder. Heidelberg again, some work to do. Little Nicolaides does well along with Fowler in the middle of the park. They turn it over though. Again, Thunder have done well to often get hold of possession. And a through ball out to Dixon. Dixon on the left-hand side. Ali will pick his pocket, but then he gets support. Streaming down the left-hand side is Marley. Now getting on the goal side is Ali. Well done is Marley again, but his shot is wide, long, and right across the face. And again, it'll be another goal kick. But again, he worked really hard to win that ball back on a couple of occasions. Ismaili of Thunder as Heidelberg lead 2-0 close to half-time.
Yeah, Sevden Ismaili. I think that piece of play there, just the ability to fight hard till the end, keep the ball in, get past Heidelberg defence and create an opportunity for his side. He's had a really good first half to this game, and that's a prime example of some of the work he's been able to produce here at Olympic Village tonight. He's been very good in this first half for the Thunder, playing at left back. Heidelberg now, speaking of left back, they're trying to work it out of their part of the field there at left back. So it's a nice evening here, a little bit chilly, but a nice crowd here filling up the seats.
There always is.
Good to see.
They love it, don't they?
Savlaki in hand. Can't get anything better than that. Here we go now, just before half time. What can happen? We've just ticked over 45th minute there. It's going to be a bit of extra time, 2 minutes. Thunder charging forward. They're still on the ball, fighting for it. They're keeping it, but it's been turned over by the captain, Shepherd, working back in defence. Beautiful ball, but offside flag is up. It was offside, I thought. That would have been something special just before half-time.
Well, I thought he was too, and the linesperson called it late, and I thought, well, this will be one-on-one here, and my son's a goalkeeper, and when it's one-on-one, even though he's getting better and better all the time, you know you're under the pump, aren't you, when you've got a striker coming at you and they're onside. I thought, good luck, Pierce Clark, but luckily for him, the offside flag was given, as, again, it's brought down that left-hand side by Mehmeti with that lovely, neat left foot, but turned over by Olsen, getting back as one of the players playing up front for Heidelberg. This is what they've been good at, getting their players who play inside their final third in the attacking half of the pitch to get back and help the defenders. Hence why they've had so many clean sheets this year, Max.
Yeah, well, maybe the last chance here. If they can get it forward, Heidelberg. Not long left in this first half. It's Olsen on the ball. If he charges forward, no, that should be the first half here at Olympic Village. 2-0 scoreline, and the goal scorers today, it's Benjamin Collins, and later on Kane Shepherd made it 2-0. We'll see what Adam Bavkar does here. Maybe one last opportunity for the Warriors. Yes, it is. Pierce Clark, brilliant from him. Work. He's let 2 goals go through, but he's had very good moments here in this first half for the Thunder. Okay, you expect the halftime whistle to come now. They're going to work it forward. That's a dangerous delivery. Oh, it skids on, and it's going to be Yaron Souza claiming that ball, and it was offside.
Was.
Looked like something special there, but Half-time whistle goes here at Olympic Village, and it's Heidelberg United leading Dandenong Thunder 2-0 in this round 16 clash. Dan Lonigan, what did you make of that one?
Well, Heidelberg took their chances. The set pieces certainly helped them. I still think that Dandenong were the better team. They had a 15-minute period, certainly from about the 20 to the 35-minute mark before Shepherd scored that second goal from the set piece from the corner, when they were definitely the better side. They had a chance that they weren't able to put away after Fatashik made a bad error in defence, and good goalkeeping by Souza, and unfortunately Soleimani wasn't able to finish it off. But I think Thunder have done a lot right, but they just haven't been able to finish off their good work further up the field, and Heidelberg have taken their chances, and that's the difference between a team fourth on the ladder who've suffered just one defeat all year and a team that have conceded a lot of goals in Dandenong Thunder, and that's why these two teams are where they are. So Heidelberg 2-0, okay, they deserve their lead, but Dandenong deserve at least one, maybe two goals as well, to be even with them at half-time as far as I'm concerned, but that's football.
Thanks, Dan. Brilliant thoughts there, and as you can tell, it's a close one here at the Olympic Village, and we're going to take a little break here, but make sure you come right back, because who knows what's going to happen in this second half. My name's Max Satoglu. I'm with Dan Lonigan here in the NPL Victoria commentary box. Hope you're enjoying the action, and we'll see you shortly after this break. All right, back underway here at Olympic Village, and it is Heidelberg United leading 2-0. See how the second half plays out. Thanks for tuning in wherever you're watching from. My name's Max Atsoglu, and I'm with Dan Lonergan here at Olympic Village on a chilly night, but a nice night. There was a bit of rain at the start of that first half. Coming to the ground today, it was dry conditions, and we had a little bit of that rain, as I just said, and since then it's been dry and nice. So good crowd in as well for this Friday night encounter, as we see Heidelberg win the ball there. Let's see how either teams will come out here after the break at half time. Streaming forward to the Thunder. Let's see how they can work this one through. Unable to really work it through at all there. And Dan, we're just seeing the start of this second half. Nothing to report on so far, but welcome back to the coverage.
Yeah, good to be here, Max, and it's been an interesting first half. I still think Thunder have been the slightly better team, but Heidelberg 2-0 in front, making the most of their opportunities and have a chance again to go forward as they put it over the sideline. So Thunder have really got to go for broke here. Yeah. Try and win the game the best they can, or at least get a point.
Well, they're coming off their fourth win of the season. They won last week over, it was Manningham United at home. So, good win at home. But the other thing about Thunder is they've been good away from home this season. In fact, the Thunder have been better away from home than they have at home this season. So, it's a fact and a stat that they'll be interested in as they head into the second half here and try and pinch a draw here. They're going to score 2 goals. So, chance now for Heidelberg. And a good chance. It's Olsen working it out towards Kane Shepherd. He's going to shoot. Does he get it? Good save there from Pierce Clark. It was on target. Kane Shepherd unable to get enough on that shot to challenge Clark there.
He picked the right side of the goal mouth, Max, to be covering Pierce Clark then, and it sort of swirled in his direction as they bring it out to the far side, the Thunder. They look to work their way through. Might have nearly been offside, but the linesman let it go. Here's Soleimani. Inside ball to Rosnowski. The young man is very tall. Good on the ball. Gets it wide again. Looking to set something up. Long ball again from Edwards. Doesn't quite find the target. And now they bring it out again. Thunder looking to set it up once more. And Souza, there's a breakdown in communication. I've got a feeling it might have been, again, for Tarshik again, who's made some errors tonight.
Well, Ali made the clearance there.
Yeah, and then
there was a lot of confusion.
And then Tarshik has come across the bow of Souza, who I thought had it covered in the 6-yard box. He's knocked it away, and it's a rare corner kick for Thunder.
Yeah, well, let's see what Thunder can do here. They haven't had many crosses today. They've got a few options in there. They've struggled to score this season, the Thunder. That's a nice ball in. Good clearance there out of defence from Shepherd. Good shot. It's on target. Good save, though, from Souza it was. Big effort there from deep and almost managed to put that one in the back net. That would have been something special to start the second half for Thunder. So, struggling to work it out of defence here is Heidelberg. And getting onto that one is the centre back. Good ball in, but it's offside. Soleimani
wasn't again far away.
Offside was there. No, he wasn't far away, just off by a little bit. He's under the pump there. Plays it out. 2-0 lead here for Heidelberg. That ball's going to trickle the way of Thunder. They've showed some good signs today, the Thunder. Let's see how they can work this one forward. It's the number 12, Kadar. There he is, Kadar, plays it out, and they're going to get it through to the far side. Let's see how they can whip this one in. They're going to work an option to the left. He goes just inside. Nice piece of play there. Threatening, but no one's there for him, and he's going to turn it over. Nice work there in defence from Maziz, but goes back out towards the Thunder. Ball in here from Kadar. Good work there from the Heidelberg defence. It's ping-ponging around here. Thunder continue to put the pressure on, and they're going to win the throw-in.
Yes, good work by Kadar and Jibar, both doing a good job there to keep it well inside the attacking half. Jibar, an opportunity now with young Rozovsky.
Shepherd's been good.
Yeah, and he was also being tagged as well as he was trying to charge through Shepherd. Jibar knew he was gone in that contest against the very smart, experienced Shepherd, and he had to tag him to bring him back. Now, so it's holding the man, basically.
Well, almost a yellow card. Like, I'm a bit disappointed there that the referee...
So you think that should be automatic yellow card?
Well, not a yellow card, but I would have liked a little bit more sort of authority from the referees, just to let the player know that that's not on at all, because it wasn't really.
Pin was on the wrong side, but he comes back onto it very cleverly from the through ball down the left-hand side from Fatarchik. Turned over, though, by Thunder to Soleimani. Soleimani down the right-hand side. That's a clever ball. Trying to cut inside, not able to get hold of it. Solomoski had it turned over again. Good defence at the back by the reliable Collins, who scored early from a set piece for Heidelberg, who lead 2-0. Now they've got it in the middle of the pitch. Still a defensive half. Shepherd combining nicely. Ali as well. And it goes back to the goalkeeper, Suzova can take a breath.
Well, Collins selling candy here at Olympic Village. Lovely to see. He's had a good game, Collins. We know he scored that goal. And under pressure there, he delivered for Heidelberg. All right. This game isn't really gone one or two ways. It hasn't gone the way of one side. Another offside, though, for Thunder. The point I'm trying to make is this game, you don't know who's winning, really. If there wasn't a scoreboard here, you wouldn't know which team is playing better at the moment. What we've seen in the second half, there's no doubt about it. So, here he is now, Yaron Souza. He's the number one goalkeeper for Heidelberg. It's Ryan Govan, who is sitting on the bench at number 22 for Heidelberg, the reserve keeper. All right, Kane Shepherd on the ball. He's been classy and he continues that. That's gone towards Pin. Pin wins the throw in here for Heidelberg. No, it doesn't go out, it stays in. Good work there from Thunder. They clear it out and it's going to be a Heidelberg throw in.
So Heidelberg inside their attacking half now on the Northland side of the pitch. It's footed away by the Thunder. Numbers at the back though, Heidelberg looking to win possession again. Certainly getting their lion's share of it now. Collins combining nicely with Ali. He's been very good long through ball, but the goalkeeper Clark out to meet it before Pin could get there. And now he just roosts it as long as he possibly can. Got plenty of distance on that, but there was no one there for Thunder to try and see if they can make something of it, and tidied up with the back by Souza, the goalkeeper of Heidelberg. And Heidelberg United leading 2-0 as we approach the 54th minute. Charging down the right-hand side as Collins goes out wide to Ali, his partner in crime, and now working hard, Olsen. Olsen runs onto it now. He's on the edge of the 18-yard area, turns an opponent inside out, turns another one inside out, and just misses. A magnificent shot, which I reckon had the goalkeeper beaten, but might have been slightly off target. 2-0 Heidelberg United, but Olsen was magnificent then.
Certainly was. Somehow he managed to get himself into a dangerous area, put the shot in, unfortunately just missing towards the right. But brilliant work there from Olsen on the right side for Heidelberg. Thunder, 2 balls gone long and gone nowhere really, so they're just wasting it a little bit here in the last 2 minutes. They're going to have to be aggressive here, the Thunder. Obviously they don't want to concede, but they certainly want to try and peg a goal or two back here, take away a point, hopefully, is what their coach Adam Piddick would be hoping for. He's hoping, and he's cheering on his side here, hoping for them to lift in a little bit of energy. Oh, that one's a high kick. He made contact with the ball, and then the ball made contact with the Thunder player's head there. So I don't think there was any untoward action going on there from Pin. So there's no yellow card. It's just going to be a free kick. If he got the ball first and the ball went onto his head, well, isn't that play on? Well, it was sort of dangerous, so it's understandable the call there from Adam Bavkar, who has done more than 150 games at this level. Nice through ball. It's offside again.
Yeah.
Again, it's offside. Thunder. This narrative is just growing and growing. They've been offside every single time in this second half, it feels like.
They've had an opportunity, haven't they? But a few times they've been pinned for offside, getting in front of the opponent. And it's just them and the goalkeeper, Souza, but they've been offside, unfortunately, for Thunder, who are down 2-0 as we approach the 57th minute.
Okay, here's Heidelberg. It's Kane Shepherd to Olsen. He's got Pin ahead of him. Olsen works it out towards the far left side. Shot on target, but it's gone straight towards Clark. It was Leo Mazzies with the shot there. He scored once this season, unable to get that one through.
Did he not pull the trigger? Did he sort of take the pace off the shot and just sort of guide it when he could have? It was virtually him and the goalkeeper, as we've said a couple of times, and he could have maybe taken another couple of steps and thrown everything at that.
Yeah, he had a bit of time and space.
He did.
Probably should have put on a better shot than
here's
that.
Thunder now, getting caught for Tarshik. Chance to come inside and try and set something up. Solomovsky, but again the defenders get back. This is why Heidelberg are a great team, because their defence is so good they get back and help. Tarshik hasn't had one of his great nights tonight. Again, he got caught napping, but his fellow defenders helped him out. Big left foot from him down the line. Shepherd heads it down. Out now to Olsen, who stayed onside. He's got the goalkeeper to beat. Two opponents come at him now. He's caught on the edge of the 18-yard area. Kicks into the body of Clark. Good save. Gets it back now. And Ali has a big swing at that. But good defence. They knock it over the crossbar. And it will be a corner kick for Heidelberg, who are coming quickly, the Warriors, in the 58th minute here at the Olympic Village Stadium.
Here's Clark. He's putting together one of the best performances in goals this season. He's certainly pulled off some stellar saves today, and despite the scoreboard reading 2-0, he has been superb, and that was another brilliant piece of play from Clark. I want to give some credit to him. He's superb work there in defence.
Well, they've kicked into his body a couple of times, and he's worn some of those shots which have been travelling, hasn't he? But he's done a great job.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, that was horrible defending there from Thunder. I'll tell you what, another
Clark
good
again.
save from Clark. Dangerous ball in. This time it's cleared. A shot. No, I don't know what he did there. He looked like he didn't want to pull the trigger in the end. Works it back. Clark with another stellar save there for the Thunder. It should be 3 or 4-0 now, but he's brilliant work, and it's still 2-0, and Thunder's still in this one.
Well, that was Nicolaides then, who sort of pulled the kick, went to pull the trigger, was caught in between as to what to do and completely mucked it up.
I don't think we've seen one yellow card today, Dan.
Well, I'm okay with that. Again, I'm big on interpretation and consistency of interpretation.
Yep.
Whether it be the World Game, whether it be AFL footy, whether it be rugby league, whether it be
all
union.
the sports.
Yeah, all those sports, correct. But I mean, union, of course, is difficult because of the fact there are so many rules in a sport like that.
Yeah. Well, here's the Warriors working it forward. They have no subs yet in this game. That's a dangerous ball in the box. Thunder struggled to clear the ball today out of defence. They do a better job this time. Long ball is on. And it's been on a few times today, the long ball, but they haven't been able to execute it. Here's Souza in defence, in goals for Heidelberg, and the ball's got to settle, and this game perhaps will settle a little bit, but it's Mazzi's now working it forward. He's got an option to the left, he uses it. Here's Pin. That's offside. Another offside. There's been a fair few offsides in the last 15 minutes.
Cuba will go back now.
Okay, it's a offside, so he's no throw-in. There we go.
No, of course not. He got a bit confused. It certainly wasn't a free. This is Alessi to Mehmeti. Oh, they turn it over badly. Here's Shepherd. He's been told to shoot by the supporters. He got it to Olsen, who did try to shoot, but he kicks into bodies and it ricochets back, still inside the attacking half. And now they win possession down the left-hand side. Thunder, long ball, Mehmeti again. Oh, bad miss by Collins with the head of it, luckily. Sousa comes out and he just foots it away cleverly. And they win possession now through Nicolaides. Nicolaides to Fella, gets pushed off it, goes back now to Vatajic, who, as I said a couple of times, has been a little bit flaky tonight. He was a bit unsure what to do. He had an opponent right in front of him, Soleimani, and he puts it over the sideline. They win possession again, Thunder, but they still trail 2-0. We're in the 61st minute.
Nervy moment there for the Heidelberg. That ball went past the central defender and they were on for a moment there, the Thunder. Anyway, let's see what they can produce here. It's Kadar charging forward, gives it out towards Romanovsky. Romanovsky's going to win a foul. No, he doesn't. Doesn't go to ground. He's still up on his feet. He's charging and all over the shop. They get it through the number 3, Alessi, and here they are now, the Thunder. What can they manufacture here? Time is ticking now for the Thunder. They're going to have to score one and try and get one more after that to take a point away here. 4 points from their last 2 outings, the Thunder. They obviously won last week. All right, players gone down here. Warriors, a bit of a concern here at the moment. It's Jamal Ali, who's down on the ground at the moment. They might pull a sub here, Heidelberg.
He's been so good for them, hasn't he?
Yep.
They could afford to probably take him off. Not saying the game's in hand yet, but it's heading in that direction.
Well, John Anastasiades, like the Heidelberg coach, you'd think perhaps 2-0 up, make a few changes, especially any player. You don't want to take any risks now while you're 2-0 up. Any player that's a bit sore, like Ali is at the moment, you just sub him off, take no risks. We're heading into that part of the season now where there's not long to go and players are sore and tired and the chances of injuries are increased. All right, working it out of defence now is Yaron Sousa. They're going to play it short. Is he going to go left or right? I think he'll go left. Maybe a long ball, in fact. We'll see. Kane Shepherd's moving around. And so is Pin. It's going to go towards Pin. Maybe a set play there. It doesn't come off for Heidelberg. And here he is. Kadar working it through the middle. He's been good today, Smalley. That was, in fact, Kadar, and here they are now working it to the far side. Thunder. Can they work something out? They can't. They've struggled.
Oh, great defence.
Brilliant work to turn it over, as you said, Dan.
Oh.
Olsen playing it to the left side. Numbers are in favour of Thunder here. Back to Olsen. Olsen works it out. That's a nice ball forward there through Maziz. And good defence there. I believe it was the number 12, Kadar. He's going to get it back and work it forward. Under pressure here, Thunder. He does well, Kadar. Brilliant work. That ball's almost through. Soleimani just couldn't get it through in the end. He turned it over. Heidelberg now through the captain, Shepherd. They're 2-0 up. Scoring won't be the biggest worry for them. Defence at the moment is key. Take away 3 points from this one, and they're fourth on the ladder already, Heidelberg United. So 4 points tonight, 3 points. It'll be their 9th win of the season, and it'll be a win after copping their first loss of the season. All right, chance now for Thunder. Brilliant work there from Dixon. Unable, just
overwhelmed though.
They're struggling to polish, aren't they?
They are, and being overwhelmed, Heidelberg are getting the numbers back. I mean, often in that ground ball encounter there, Dixon had run onto it, not just him, but there'd be a couple of yellow shirts around him, making it hard for him to set anything up. So Heidelberg again, so well set up at the back as they look for their 7th clean sheet of the season. And Thunder have only had the one. It's 2-0 against them at the moment. They charge across the 18-yard area. Shepherd's there putting a bit of pressure on. Going back. Kadar did very well then as he got around a couple of opponents. Heidelberg, though, hack it down, keep it inside their attacking half once more. Fowler. On the far side, Northland Shopping Centre side here, the home of the Heidelberg Warriors, going back now to Fatajic. He's been a bit better in the second half of his ball distribution. Through ball's a good one. Well done by Olsen as he got it from Nicolaitis, but then kicking into bodies, and Thunder give away another ball on the side. And the pressure being poured by the Burgers as the throw comes back from Nicolaitis to Fatajic and then to Collins, right on halfway. We'll share it maybe with Fatajic. He goes in short now, and they look to get going on that far side. Ali looks like he's recovered. Goes back now. Fella, little ball now in the direction of Shepherd. Shepherd, though, has it turned over, but coming the other way. Good work by Heidelberg again. They'll win possession once more. Nice ball from Nicolaitis, goes across the face. It was a ballooning ball, and then the defence is Marley comes across, and he just thrusts his boot at it, puts it over the sideline for Thunder, who trailed 2-0 and camped inside their defensive half in the 67th minute.
Yeah, and it was Alessi earlier with the clearance for Thunder, so two good pieces of defence there for the visitors. How does this play out? A few substitutes now, so we're going to see number 17 come off. It's Pin, and coming on, I believe. We'll let you know who it is. And this time it's number 4 off, and it's number 9 on. So Adrian Zara coming on for Ali.
And Sean Ellis has come on as well, one of the veterans with the red hair. And he'll get a possession straight away inside the defensive half. Max, and Zara's there as well. He was so good in the second half against Moreland to help get his team back into the game. And as was Ellis too, two experienced campaigners in this Heidelberg team. It's a luxury for the Burgers to be able to bring two good players like that who played a lot of football to come on. And certainly in this situation now with the game 1-2 you would think Shepherd, flying ball. Yoakawa was involved in that as well. The Japanese player down the left-hand side for Heidelberg. And they just weren't able to finish it off. And it's a goal kick for Pierce Clark, who, as Max has said tonight, has been outstanding with his saves. It could be 4 or 5-0 against the Thunder.
Yeah.
Lobbing ball, headed on. But again, they get the numbers back through. Collins, a big figure he is, defending stoutly to Souza. And they get the numbers back inside the defensive half, Heidelberg. Out to Nicolaitis, front of our commentary position. Back to Fatashik, sharing it with Nicolaitis again. Now to Shepherd. Shepherd allows the ball to hit his boot, and he just continues for it to keep going. Brought down as Nicolaitis. Maybe should have been a free. Rosnovsky does well. Onside. Here's Solomoski. Solomoski shoots and just misses. It was heading right. And a good piece of work by the goalkeeper, Souza, to make sure that it was off target, because I think it was off target, Max. It might have cannoned into the right goalpost if the goalkeeper, Souza, didn't make sure of it. And he did make sure of it by putting it over the byline. That was a great effort.
Yeah, good opportunity there for the Thunder. Nice to see them put a shot in. Here we go now. Corner coming in. Couple of options in the box. That's gone towards the front post. It's trickled through all the defenders. Chance now. No, he's left it behind. So here we go. I believe it's Sean Ellis now charging forward. He recovers well, though. Romanovsky, brilliant work. And now look at this. On the charge is... Oh, shot on target. No, just missing there. And it was Mehmeti putting on a nice shot there. He had a bit of time and space. Decided to put a shot in. Just went straight towards Souza. And no cigar there for Thunder.
Nicolaitis, Olsen, Nicolaitis, Fatashik, across the face. Set up again for Collins. Down the left-hand side. In possession in the middle of the park. Player goes down for Heidelberg, and it will be their free.
We spoke about Adrian Zara earlier in the game. He's obviously one of the substitutes that's just come on for Heidelberg. I also want to mention Sean Ellis. He's been this just speaks to the talent and depth that they've got. Heidelberg. Sean Ellis, he's come on. for Joshua Pinn, and he's had a good season as well. Short Ellis, 3 goals this year, and just to have someone like him come on is quite handy, and perhaps something that will come in handy towards the later part of the season as well.
He was the one, as I said, who ignited them against Moreland City when I saw them play a few weeks ago, and without him they would have been in diabolical trouble, I would have thought, that night.
One of his 3 goals came in that game?
Yeah, he did. Collins.
Yep.
Goes back now to Souza for Tarshik in front of our commentary position. Soleimani comes at him from Thunder. Souza sharing it with Collins. Souza again getting it, waxing it like you would in the schoolyard. Out to Fatashik, just outside the 18-yard penalty area. And the big man will charge down, go halfway to Olsen. Olsen shoves his opponent away from it as he tried to get a little touch into it. Close to the line. Soleimani had 2 opponents around him. Back to Rosnovsky, who's the man-child at 17 years old. He's about 6'2". And he can grow a beard quicker than I can. And I'm 55. Gets it down the left-hand side now. Through ball. Came from Ismaili for the Thunder, but turned over once more. At the back, the defence okay through Alessi. Now here's the young man, Rosanovsky. I love the way he's playing. Rosanovsky in towards the 18-yard area, cleared by Heidelberg, and they'll thrust it away again. But the Thunder have players just inside their attacking half, ready to set up once more as they trail 2-0.
Oh, this is what they've been working on, the Thunder. Their front third play. No Wade Decker today. He's their leading goal scorer this season. They've got Birkin Kadar. He's the next best in terms of goals scored. He's scored 4 this season. So let's see how they go here. They obviously want to score now. They're 2-0 down. Let's see how they go. That's not a foul, is it now? Surely. Of course. They rush this play. Out to the far side. How does it end up? No good. Throw in though. So Adam Pittick, he'll be keeping a close eye on these last 20 or so minutes. This is their crucial stage of the game where they need to score, and this is the area of their game that they're working on this season. They've scored the least goals this season in the NPL Victoria competition, just the 15 goals. We're obviously 16 rounds into the season. All right, Thunder. That ball's nice one out from Kadar. Turned over, however. Souza there with the long ball. It's going nice and high. And it's going to go the way of Heidelberg. I wonder what they do here. They've got a decision to make, the Thunder. Do they go for it at the risk of losing 5-0, or do they sit back and try not to concede too many more goals? I think they go with the first option, and that's to try and win this game.
Yeah, they've still got a chance here. They need points.
Yeah, certainly.
Try and find 2 goals.
Yep, there's no point trying to not concede.
Here's Rosnovsky. Yep.
Oh, just goes over the bar. Romnovsky, as you said, Dan. There was a nice chance. That's been one of their better chances in the second half.
He's 17 years old.
17?
Yeah, Jay Rosnovsky.
Good. Wow, he's a talent.
He certainly is. He's been outstanding for them and got better the longer the game's going on. Sky's the limit, you would think. And here's Souza now to get it back into play. He steers the kick into the middle. Shepherd couldn't hit it down. Rosnovsky at his feet again. 2 opponents around him with that big body. Manages to shove a couple off and then force it backwards again to Alessi. He's been a solid defender inside the attacking half. They're going for broke a bit here. Gide has it. He's under pressure. Gets it now. Closer towards his teammate, Kadar. Gide out wide. Rosnovsky. Again cleared at the back by Fatashik, who just throws his boot at it. It bobbles around. All the players bar the goalkeeper inside the attacking half at the moment for Thunder now on a burst. Down the right-hand side, Ellis. Zara. Again the defence. Go without it. And it's turned over to Olsen. That's been the problem. The Heidelberg defence has just been better, hasn't it? In the crucial moments than the Thunder defence, as Olsen wasn't able to control it. And I think though Thunder might have had the last touch.
Yeah, just looking at a few of these Thunder players, they look to be a little bit tired. They're working back in transition. And here we go. A bit of sloppiness, and look what's happened. Goalkeeper's come out of his goal line. Just a little bit of laziness creeping in, perhaps a bit of fatigue here for the Thunder. Might be time to swing a few changes. Here's a chance now. Swinging through. Oh, good defence in the end there from the Thunder. Now they're going to run forward. They're going to try and score. Not many people running forward. Now they start to move. Work through the middle. Got options here on the near side. Goes towards the outer side. Thunder. How do they go here? Chance here on transition. He trickles through one. Can't get past two. Turnover. Should have gone first time to Romanowski. Frustrating for the Thunder supporters. Okay, Olsen now.
Being terrific tonight, Olsen.
Yes, and he looks good in the yellow boots and works really well with the kit as well. Here he is, Olsen. So they're cruising now. I think it's time to swing a few changes here if you're Adam Piddick. A few tight legs out there, I believe, for the Thunder.
Well, they've got to get players on who can win them the game, but then again, also, you've got to get players on that can distribute it inside that final third, which has been their issue, as Ellis is turned inside out. Good defence at the back is Marley. He's been a good player tonight for the Thunder, who charge away out of defence. Good ball. They switch from one side of the park to the other. Jibar in close now to Rosnowski. To me, he's been one of their better players, the youngster. Getting a touch on it, Shepard, forcing Rosnowski to go back now and give it to Kidar and Alessi and Mamedi down the left-hand side. Yeah, again, that's the problem, the through ball. No one there.
Yeah, tough. Thunder, they've been good the last 2 weeks. They before the last 2 weeks they struggled, conceding 18 goals in 5 games. But they picked up 4 points in their last 2 games, beat Manningham United 2-1, and they drew 0-0 to Hume City. So 2 goals in their last 2 games. That's been their issue this season. It's the scoring for the Thunder, and tonight it remains the same problem. Okay, long ball out towards Heidelberg. Heidelberg, I wouldn't be surprised if they score a few more goals here. They've been able to score some big wins here in front of their home fans at home this season. Played back to Clark. Clark's going to work it through the middle. All right, maybe something here for Thunder. Make it 2-1, make it interesting. We'll see what happens. That ball's turned over. Yes, it is. All right, they're set up in defence. That's a through ball. Souza, it's Clark going to pick this one up. So how long left in this one? 77 minutes gone.
Be a little bit of injury time, but I wouldn't have thought a lot. So they've really got to go now, don't they? Absolutely. But they don't look like scoring, to be honest, Thunder.
No, just that polish. They've had some good runs, but nothing too concerning for goalkeeper Yaron Souza. Here they go now, the Thunder. Can they create perhaps some fear and anxiety into the good showing from the Heidelberg fans here at home? All right, running onto it now on the far right side. Can he get onto it? No! He can't. It was Alessi, I believe.
See, the issue too is that a turnover like that doesn't help your cause, does it?
No. It's just adds a bit of frustration.
It does. Fatasic, long ball at the boot of Olsen. He did well to just charge through. Look at that back heel. That is clever by Nick Olsen. He tried to find his teammate who had it run down, who's come on, Owen Ashton, another one of the subs.
Yep.
And back now to Fatasic. Fatasic now across to Collins. Have combined nicely in defence. Fatasic some errors early, but certainly a better second half. Ellis virtually pushed onto the ball now from Zara. Does well to hold his line and keep control. And Zara can't control it. Good work by the Thunder defence to worry him out of it. Still inside the attacking half at the moment for Thunder, but they did have the last touch. Ellis gets onto it. And now it goes back.
All right.
And Alessi will receive from Mamedi.
Here we go.
In short now to Edwards. Rosnowski. Edwards. Turnover though. Suleimani's there, but Olsen's quicker. He's magnificent, Olsen. He'll go out wide. Great defence, though, at the back. Well played. Mehmeti to come across his bow, and he will drive his team inside the attacking half, but once again it falls over.
Yeah. Now, if you're watching at home and you're watching this game, it's been a bit of a stalemate the last 15 minutes. I'll admit to that. But the alarm clock's just gone off, and it's time to start switching on and really watching this one, because I reckon we're in for an exciting finish. We're definitely going to see a third goal in this game, I think, and perhaps a fourth. Don't know which way they'll go, but the alarm clock's gone off, and I think we're in for an entertaining finish here the last 10 minutes here at Olympic Village.
I think it has to be Thunder, because I think Heidelberg are happy enough with the way the situation is. Not saying that they'll go completely into their shell and completely park the bus, but I think they're happy with a 2-0 result, which probably should be a bit greater if it wasn't for the wonderful goalkeeping. We praised him all night, lauded him all night of Pierce Clark. Made some unbelievable saves for Thunder.
Well, let's see how they work this through the Thunder. Just holding possession at the minute. Here's the number 12, Kadar. Nice ball forward. No, it's not. Zara with the interception. It's the number 8, Ashton, in fact. Works it towards Olsen. Olsen to Ashton. Ashton back to Nicolaides. Olsen's on the ground here. He's going to get back to his feet. Play continues. The Warriors. Okay, turnover. No, it's not. They maintain possession. So perhaps the boring game continues in this last 10 or so minutes.
This is what they're so good at, holding their shape in defence. This is what kept them in the game against Moreland. I know I've mentioned that game a lot, but that's when I saw Heidelberg earlier this year, and when they were in trouble and Moreland were pressing, they were just, and you thought they were in trouble, but you could see what they were trying to do. Collins to Fatarchik to try and find a way through, and eventually they found their way through and got the result. So they don't panic. I mean, as their coach said, they got well outplayed last week by Oakley, but they got goals when they needed to tonight.
So 2 on for 16, a few substitutes now.
And the defence has done a great job to hold firm.
And 18 on for 21 for Heidelberg.
So Olsen coming off, and Theo Doropoulos coming on for Heidelberg.
Just the last 5 or so minutes in this one.
And Ramiro coming on for the Thunder side, and coming off.
Muski. Number 16 for Thunder on. Selimuski is off.
Who almost scored before. Now, they try and get possession, and they do. Rosnovsky into bodies, as he tried to sort of lob that over the top. Didn't quite come off. Jibbar goes back now. Like the game of Alessi, he's been very solid in defence tonight. Has an opponent coming at him, putting a bit of pressure. Shares with Jibbar in front of our commentary position in the grandstand here. Turnover again. Here's an opportunity. Yokokawa, he'll cut inside, but have it pinched from him by the solid defence. And again, they win possession again, though. Heidelberg, this is why they've been so good. Out to Ellis, who lobs it to the edge of the 18-yard area. It was a header that didn't work for Thunder, and then a shot at goal, which was again stopped magnificently. Those hands are so good, and his ability to react when the ball's coming in his vicinity. Clark, he deserves a medal.
Well, it should be 5-0, but it's not.
Should be. What a stop that was.
Shot there, blocked. So Clark really keeping the Thunder in this one. The scoreline should be perhaps 5-0, 6-0, but it's not, thanks to Clark. That ball is turned over. Chance now for the Thunder. No foul there. No, it's given. So I don't think we've seen a yellow card still tonight.
And I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some that could have been given. And again, I'm okay if they give them at the start and you think, oh, gee, I'm not sure about that. But I keep going on about this, but it's all about, and I know it's the refs and the umps, whatever sport it is, are told by the governing bodies what the rules are. They just have to interpret them properly.
Here's the chance now for Thunder. That one is slid through. couldn't intercept the ball there, the Heidelberg defenders.
But Zara and Ellis, how good are they? The way they just control it.
Oh, they're
coolly, calmly, collectively. Magnificent.
Oh, beautiful ball. Here's a chance now. Shot straight into Clark. Unable to get it through. I believe it was Ashton. And look at that. It's a massive kick. It's gone more than 80 metres, but straight into the hands of Souza.
Any AFL talent scouts here, Max, when they see a kick like that from Clark, or even NFL? Exactly, NFL. You're exactly right. Here's Fatashik as he'll lumber out of defence now. He's put under a bit of pressure from opponents, looking for Nicolaidis, but Nicolaidis couldn't get there. It's cut off. Also trying to find his teammate Ashton. One, though, on this occasion by Thunder. Through ball by Edwards. May get another chance, but the defence has just been watertight again. Down the right-hand side to Zara. Zara, who's played at Adelaide United, Perth Glory and Melbourne Heart in the A-League. He also wasn't able to get it back. And it's in the defensive half for Heidelberg as Thunder try and win possession. And unfortunately, they bring a player down, draping him. Thunder, as they were trying to win possession. They'll be a little bit disappointed with that.
There's no wonder why the Heidelberg defence is the second best in the competition. They've conceded 13 goals this season. It's the equal second least amount of goals alongside of South. And tonight, shout out to Feta Hadjic. He's been a star. And, there's been a number of others. Nicolaidis has also been good. And their whole defence has been fantastic. Collins, really promising signs
Ali was
there.
great early until he was subbed off, injured. I thought he was superb, one of the best players on the park, as Shepherd was hung on to as he arrives at the ball and he manages to volley it down. Back to Fatashik. Fatashik now gets it to Nicolaidis. Nicolaidis gets it inside towards Ashton. Almost a turnover. But Nicolaidis wins it again. In the attacking half, swings it past Rosnovsky. Back to the middle of the pitch once more. Floating ball out wide. Yokokawa was there for Heidelberg, having a couple of touches in that exchange and movement as they elect to go back through Fella and Fatashik. Fatashik down the left-hand side, been better in this second half. Made a couple of errors in the first half, but you're right, his second half has been outstanding, Max. And we're in the 87th minute, nearly 88th minute here. Down the right-hand side and looking for Zara to run onto it, but he couldn't control it as he nods it over the sideline and Thunder win possession.
Kate Shepherd, we'll give him a mention as well tonight as we see a substitute. The number... We'll get the numbers there, I believe.
Number
14 off of 15, so it's Dixon off, Daniel Dixon, and on is... another player for Thunder, but shout out to Kane Shepherd. He's now gone up to 9 goals for the season, so that puts him into 4th place in the Golden Boot leaderboard. So he's having another good season, Kane Shepherd.
Harry Sawyer the leader, but he's always been the leader. Harry at South Melbourne, a star player. But there are quite a few stars out here tonight as Thunder have possession, but nearly turn it over in the middle of the pitch. And it goes back now to Thunder. It's going to be a free, and it will go the way of Thunder. A player might have been studded. Just off the play for Thunder on the far side.
So nothing like the 6-0 win over St Albans they had on this ground, the Warriors, or the 5-0 win over Maddington United. But it's been another solid outing here at Olympic Village tonight for the Heidelberg Warriors.
Manningham, of course, coming up this year. Have had some drubbings, but have had a couple of wins as well, so... The aim is, I suppose, when you come up to try and stay up, when you have relegation in the world game, which we love. Love the finals as well. Comes now to Ashton as Heidelberg have possession again. Yokokawa has been solid as well. Turnover at the back, though, by Thunder in the closing stages of this. Mehmeti, steady ball. The left footer, but again lobbed down by the opposing centre-back left footer, Fatashik for Heidelberg. And arriving onto it now is Shepherd in the pink boots to Nicolaidis. Nicolaidis inside, Yokokawa beats a couple of opponents. Swinging ball out wide now, looking for Ellis to control it in the 18-yard area. Was he offside? I think he might have just been offside as he was looking to control that.
Yeah, it was the two substitutes combining there, Ashton to Alice, but Alice was offside, unfortunately.
2-0 in the dying stages here. Heidelberg United. We have seen goals scored in injury time, so it's not over yet.
Maybe
but it's nearly over.
2
Yeah.
or 3 minutes of injury time, perhaps. It's 4 minutes injury time.
So Thunder now charging out of defence, but a turnover once more. Nicolaitis, who's played as a midfield but a holding midfielder, he's gone back. Done a good job to get it for Tarchik. For Tarchik to Yokokawa. Yokokawa out wide now to Collins. Collins back to the goalkeeper. Souza and for Tarchik. Very solid again. Opponents approaching him, but he still is able to just take his time, doesn't panic. Shepard receives inside from Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis now gets it once more. Back to Yokokawa. And then Ashton, a good ballooning ball to Ellis. Ellis does well to grab it on the full, and then, unfortunately for him, he foots it into the bodies of opponents. Comes back again, though, to Zara. Zara to Shepard. And then, under pressure, Clark. It's kept alive by Shepard, but Clark does well to scramble onto it as Shepard was nearly there to get it away from him as Clark had bobbled away, but he dived inside the 18-yard area to stop that. That could have been another goal to Heidelberg, but once more Clark saves the day.
Yeah, he did well, and here he is. He's done well today, Romanovsky. For a 17-year-old, to be playing a full 90 minutes is a great effort.
Oh.
Gives away a foul there. So
he just tired there. I mean, you can understand what happened. Bit of pushing and shoving. I didn't think there was a great deal in that, to be honest.
Yeah. And
certainly a free, but other than that, nothing more.
You can hear the home fans there pumped up about this one. Not far away from the final whistle.
I'm going to find out, with the greatest respect, I don't know what that chant is, but I'm sure it's a chant's been around here forever for this proud football club.
Yep. Well, coming out now, Souza with the delivery. Dying stages of this one. It's been a solid performance from Heidelberg. They've had their positives, Thunder, but it's looking like it's going to be a fourth loss away from home this season. And a ninth loss of the season. They're in 11th place, Thunder. This one scrambling for it.
He's been good, this young man. I like him.
He has been. Here he is. Back onto it now, playing it to the right side. It's not offside. Play continues. Here's a chance for Thunder. A late goal. Can they get it? It's still alive, but they're going to end up clearing it. Hoping to hold a clean sheet. Kane Shepard with the beautiful little pass. Does he have a shot here? He's just going to run it up to the corner. So doing the nice game awareness sort of thing. He gives away a foul, though. It has to be a foul. He was pulling him.
No doubt.
And that time, it's a foul. And there's a bit of back and forth going on here. Oh, no, now it's a bit of trouble. Probably
and I reckon there'll be at least a yellow card here. Did he throw one then, Shepard?
We don't need anything silly to happen here.
Oh.
Certainly don't need anything silly to happen. Late in this one, they're up 2-0, the Warriors.
Yeah, they've got to push him away, Shepard.
Kane Shepard was in a battle there, competitive with the ball, and all fair, and then perhaps one or two things that caused him to get a little bit frustrated, which is completely normal when something's happening off the ball. And
when you're the key player, one of the key players and leading goal scorer, they can ill afford to lose a player of that ilk.
Well, I don't think there was anything too major in all of that.
Oh, I know, but I mean, if there was a punch thrown and there wasn't, but if he wasn't pushed away from it, obviously it's a red card, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we saw a red card last week for Heidelberg. It hurt him a little bit. It was Sheriff Mohammed Adara going off in that game with the second yellow card. Play to resume here. Not long to go in this one.
And there's the player, I think he was pushing and shoving because I thought he worked really hard to get goal side in the end. Alessi in that battle. as this is nearly it. It is it. With Shepherd, and a good win to Heidelberg United, 2-0. They scored twice in the first half, didn't score in the second half, and that was only because Pierce Clark was heroic with his magnificent saves as the goalkeeper. He was brilliant, and Heidelberg United back in the winners list, just one loss so far from 16 games, and Dandenong Thunder, again, unable to score, and it's the 8th time this year they've been scoreless, so half the games that they've played they've been scoreless. But Heidelberg United, Max, good solid performance, but I still think early days they were outplayed, but in the second half they were definitely the better side and probably should have scored 3 or 4 times. Without the brilliance of Clark, they probably do.
Yeah, good performance there from Heidelberg, there's no doubt about it. Plenty of positives for them, and they go 1 point behind Oakley now with 33. Oakley 34 points in third position, so it's a good win for them today, Heidelberg, after suffering their first loss of the season, and they maintain their good form at home this year. They're undefeated at home. They improved to a 5-2-0 record here at Olympic Village, Heidelberg, and unfortunately for the Thunder, it's a 9th loss of the season, and they after 2 good weeks, they suffer their first loss in 3 games. So that's the way it was here at Olympic Village. Goal scorers tonight were Benjamin Collins. He scored in the 14th minute. And then later on in that first half, it was Kane Shepherd with his 9th goal of the season, scoring there and in the 39th minute to make it 2-0. So well done to the captain of Heidelberg, Kane Shepherd. It proved to be the separating goal in this one. And thanks everyone for tuning in wherever you've been watching from. Hope you enjoyed this Friday night action. Good to have a Friday night game on to kick off the round. And Dan Lonergan, thanks for your company.
Pleasure, Max. I hope to see you before cricket season starts. If not, good luck for Footscray this year and your endeavours to keep playing great first 11 cricket. But been a pleasure here, and hopefully we get a chance to call again. So wonderful win by Heidelberg, back on the winners list, and some work for Dandenong Thunder to do to try and avoid relegation, which I think they can, but obviously they just need to tighten up at the defence a bit. But gee, they've got a very good goalkeeper, as we've said a few times, in Pierce Clark, who's one of the best players on the park tonight, stopped his team from being routed. But Heidelberg winning at home 2-0, and we thank you for your coverage for the NPL men's competition and also Football Victoria stream.